Bora. Quero botar aovivo, né? Ai, ai. Aqui foi. Pam, pam, pam. Pararam, pam, pam. Pararam, pam, pam, pam. Já tem evento já, é? Rapazinho, olha aí, velho. 20 tiros. 20 tiros de alegria. Abismo, 20 tiros. Foto. E missão, né? É o que? Ixi, Maria, cheio de coisa. Mas aqui é a principal. Tem essa e tem essa. Caramba. Vou fazer lugar diária. Vou colo direto pra missão.
It's about time we headed over to the Curatorium of Secrets. We have something super important to discuss. You remember, right?
Eu lembro muito bem, minha querida. Vamos lá.
Add astro.
Pegar, pô, tô com um pouco de ouro, velho. Então acho que eu não peguei de hoje. Teve de conquistas. Aham. Colete todas as lendas. Tá. Colete todas as séries de Eco da Concha. Olha aí, velho. Mais conquistas pra nós. Que perfeição. Vou pegar direto? Não, vou pegar direto.
Add astro. Thank you for
Aí as recompensas, tia. Isso é uma missão. Não. Nada de interessante que eu possa fazer. Eu boto pra ali, velho. Depois eu volto pra cá. Já assim por enquanto. Tá. Tem abismo, tem um bagulho pra fazer, tem a missãozinha. Toda parte do mapa aqui, né? Deixa eu desbloquear logo aqui. E depois já dá pra ir pra outra parte. Parte da missão.
Solidify!
Salve, galera! Já tem coisinha pra cá, já tem umas plantinhas aqui novas. Trilha sonora diferente. Os personagens bons aqui.
Follow me and bask in the soft light of the moon.
Let me down, Kerplunkatron.
Hello, everyone. I'm Durin.
Quanto é que tá? 5, 6. A lama tá máxima. Calma, galera. Vou pegar primeiro as cositas aqui. Missão de mundo, TP pra caramba. Um negócio aqui que eu não sei o que é. Artefato novo, mais TP. Botei, hein? Selfie. Tá, as frutas peculiares nasceram das plantas são... Tá, sob influência do pilar bastante curvado. Absorve jogar frutas, você pode consumi-la. Caraca, meio que ilumina o bagulho. Como jogar, tem que fazer um monte de coisa. Olha aqui. Não derrube. Ah, tem que jogar na plantinha aqui, ó. Será que tem mais? Ele ilumina o negócio, que legal.
Take heart. You toil not in vain.
O negócio ali em cima, tem coisa pra cá, esse é o que, hein? Caraca, olha aí, velho. O baúzinho pra lá, olha que coisa legal. As coisinhas ali em cima.
Perhaps this treasure has been waiting for you.
Captei a mensagem. Bora voltar aqui e fazer as missãozinhas. Vamos ver o que aqui tem. Vamos ver o que aqui tem. Calma aí. Tá, tem vá para o batalha do futuro, seus companheiros de Cry começou. Tem essas duas aqui também, que é da fotografia. Esse aqui é do... Tá, sua mensagem, pai, meu ponto meluzinho precisa da sua ajuda. Ele que apareceu depois. Bora ver logo as missãozinhas. Será que apareceu mais alguma coisa por esses lados aqui, mano? Acho que não, né? Chegando, galera, calma aí. Vamos começar as missãozinhas.
Looks like the gang's all here.
Yep, all ready. How about you two?
Paimon's ready.
Great. Let's get rolling
Caraca,
then.
o Varka. Será que vai ter a história já do Varka, mano? Nossa senhora.
Great. Well, first things first.
Wait.
Someone's here. We heard your footsteps.
You've been here for a while now. I take it you followed the traveler, but I don't sense any ill intent in you.
Come on.
Eita.
I figured it wouldn't take you long to notice me.
Subordinado da serva.
I come bearing news from my lady, the knave.
Dottore went through the motions of returning to Snezhnaya, but it was obviously a facade. However, he has not returned to the Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau.
Well, in that case, he'll be in his lab way up north. I always wondered why he applied for his own private pad.
Tell them that Sandrone and I will go on ahead. If they still intend to pursue this matter, they should meet us at the research center in the northern tip of Nodcry.
Nice of Columbina's two best friends to think of us. We appreciate the heads up. Our sincere thanks to the Fatui for your aid.
Lady Damselette may have left our organization, but at least some of her colleagues remain genuinely concerned for her well-being. Not to mention that the Doctor's increasingly cryptic conduct. We have crossed swords many times before, but it's not personal. We're just on different sides. We don't. And so, as fellow friends of Lady Damselette, it's only right that you should be in the...
Arlecchino's situational awareness has saved us a lot of trouble.
I'll leave the map here with you. If you do decide to head to the research center, And remember, at least while you're in Nodcry, Lady Arlecchino's subordinates are your comrades if you—
This is very accommodating.
Just doing my duty. I shall take my leave now. If you need us, you'll find us at the experimental design.
Caraca, até os Fatui tá contra os próprios Fatui, mano. Isso é bom demais.
So, the doctors left the Experimental Design Bureau and headed to some research center at—
Marionette seems to think he's been planning this for a long time. But when did it start? Before he even arrived?
It seems his loyalty to the Tsaritsa is lip service at most. Behind the scenes, he may even be working against her.
Whatever his motives, we know that he's decisive and incredibly ruthless. Facing him unprepared would be a
At this stage, it's difficult to predict his next steps. I suggest we split.
Well, as much as I'd love to help, infiltrating research labs isn't— But at least take Cool Your Jet's Ducky with you. It should be some help during the battle.
And as for Miss Inefa, I suppose you will stay to protect Miss Aino?
Detecting operational logic. Protect Aino. Priority.
Just in case, Servarka, I think it would be best if you stayed behind as well.
I mean, I would have said the Knight of Berea should probably be out on the front line, but okay, fine. Leave Nasha Town to me. Be careful out there, okay? If things get out of hand, fall back right away.
Yehoda will be on hand to assist you. In my absence, she can handle any intel gather.
You got it, boss. You guys make sure to get back here in—
We will.
Things are moving fast. We'd better head off soon if we hope to keep pace.
Pai vai ficar aqui para ajudar todo mundo.
So, it's infiltrate a secret research facility, or— Yeah, alright. Bye, Mono.
We all have to bring our A game here. So, anything you need to wrap up before we leave?
Tá, enquanto mesmo são coisas que estiverem nos vários sistemas? Não.
Then you'd better get going.
Bora logo. Adiantar a missão. Quero ver as tretas.
All these broken machines on the ground. Someone got here before us. Could it be Arlecchino and Sandrone?
Caraca, já estamos na nova região já, ó. Nossa, mas calma aí, que pulo. Será que dá pra desbloquear o TP aqui de trás? Acho que não tá muito longe, não. Ah, não dá pra passar, ó. Então tá de boa. Vou desbloquear o mapa depois, então. Tem missão no meio do caminho também. Laboratório. Tem as montanhas ali atrás cheias de coisa. Caraca. Traveler de hidro. Esse fio aqui, mano, você tem de aranha? Caraca, velho, o cara desceu o cacete no fato aí mesmo.
That's quite a welcome party.
Nem não, louco. Bancada de louco pra cima de mim, não. A galera. Não dá pra passar. Vou quebrar? Não.
Leave this place.
No more lies. Can't hide the truth.
Get back! I said get back! Do you hear me?
Why isn't it working? No! Don't come any closer. Don't.
O carinha foi de F, ó. Salve, galera.
Wipe out! Water jet!
Receive my blessing. By the frost moon of all.
Close your eyes. Be silent.
Travado aí, pum.
You poor souls. May your spirits find peace.
Grab that key on the ground. We'll probably need it at some point.
Tem um cartão, tem aqueles bichos lá, não sei como é que chega lá. Era pra dar pra quebrar esse negócio. Cadê o buraco do cartão? Hello, galera.
Watch out. Ugh, there's no way through. Let's go around.
Ok. A carreira não dá pra passar. Uma passagem.
What the? Trespassers? Here?
We're looking for the doctor, and we understand he might be here.
You looking to settle a score with the doctor? Good luck with that. I don't
O
think you have
cara tá
many chances
lascado e
left.
não quer aceitar ajuda, é complicado.
Perhaps. But you might have a chance to live. If you...
Two other harbingers had the same idea as you. They're already inside. But what good is it gonna do?
Seems to me that you're not. Also, is it just me, or do I sense monsters nearby? If you'd prefer their company.
We need to know what the doctor is up to. Please, if you know anything at all, tell me. This is about more than us versus the doctor. His actions.
Fala logo, boca aberta.
He's building something. Ambitious doesn't even begin to describe it. Feels like this could be the big one. A while back, he told us he'd be returning to Snezhnaya. We weren't expecting him back so soon. This time he brought some...
The moon
I
marrow
surely will.
spheres. He stole them.
Oh, Lady Damselette? Last I heard, she left the Fatui. Before she went, she told us she'd finish... I remember thinking that leaving us might not be the best choice. I mean, I always looked up to the captain the most, and... Back when this all started, the higher-ups dispatched 3 units to Nodcry to execute their plan. They were led by the Doctor, Marionette, and the Damselette, respectively. I was a part of the Damselette's unit to begin with. She never really interacted with us much. In fact, she seemed sort of detached from everything. She always seemed like she was staring off into the distance. Almost as if she didn't see anything worth living for in the present, so she had to look further afield. The Doctor used to stand nearby and watch her. Apparently they got along well at first, but somewhere along the way, she grew wary of him. After she left, everyone in our unit merged with the Doctor's. He's similarly indifferent. Right now, obtaining the 3 moons is his #1 priority. He even said, if he can only get his hands on 2 of them, he'll create a 3rd one himself.
How would he create an artificial moon marrow? Maybe the knowledge he gained from...
Thank you for cooperating.
I get the sense that you'd serve under Columbina again if you had the chance.
No, she's no longer a harbinger. As a member of the Fatui, my loyalty will always belong to the Tsaritsa. I'm only telling you all this because I don't completely trust the Doctor. His actions do not align with the goals that first brought us to Nodcry.
I understand. The Knaves unit is based at the Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau.
Boa.
Well, now we know what's going on here. Artificial moon marrow.
I fear this could get ugly. Everyone.
Caraca.
Water jet!
Lush as the moon.
Close your eyes. Observe.
Hello. Caraca, o tamanho do cachorro. Nossa. Ah, meu querido.
Go! Yeah!
Receive my blessing. With one heart, we pray. No more lies.
Nossa senhora, mas não é muito ignorante. Meu amigo. Tá louco, mano. Pô, dei 200k no bicho brincando. Tem coisa pra cá. Caraca, que bonito esse laboratório, meu. Tudo acabado. Gosto de baús. Dei-me. Caraca, ó. Caraca, viu? X1? Bora.
Welcome, one and all. I've been expecting you. I hope my humble research facility...
Yeah, we really appreciated fighting our way in through a horde of monsters.
The gall. You expect us to believe you've just been patient?
Of course I have. Should I be worried about something? Everything seems to be going quite smoothly so far, and you've shown up right. First Sandrone and Arlecchino, now you. If you were looking for them, I should probably mention that Arlecchino disappeared as soon as she entered the facility. As for Sandrone, why, she stood right here only moments ago demanding answers from me. Hardly out of character. She never was one for basic courtesy. But I have to admit, I was a little surprised to see her. Does everyone you associate with undergo such a change in temperament? Speaking as a researcher, I have to say, it is not. Well, since you ask.
So you've got your hands on the moon marrow, and now you're claiming godhood. Don't you think that's a bit of a stretch to...
I must protest what you are insinuating with that phrase, claiming. I am not claiming anything. I am stating a fact. You're a researcher. I'm sure you appreciate the distinction between the two.
Huh? Wait, you'll excuse me if I'm not being a polite little lady for you. We're colleagues. We both know what kind of...
By the same token, I knew you'd respond along those. You and I both understand that facts speak louder than words. To that end, I've had my people send you a small gift. It should go some way toward helping you understand my...
What gift? Where have all your troops gone?
Who knows? Perhaps they are already marching toward a new world, following in the footsteps of an unknown god. As vulgar and arrogant as you may be, dear Sandrone, I have no intention of taking out my displeasure on your subordinates.
You sent your people to the Experimental Design Bureau? That's the Tsaritsa's property.
Ah, ela nem gritou tanto, mano. Ela foi até do
Yes, and I am very mindful of Her Majesty's instructions. But you know full well that they do not conflict with my present goals. In which case, all I'm doing is conducting another one of my experiments. Is that... Now then, you have a judgment call to make. Am I simply lying to stall you? Or is it possible that every word I...
So now you've turned on fellow Fatui soldiers.
I have set a new rule for myself. Each person gets one chance. Naturally, that includes you, Sandrone. If you wish to leave, I won't stop you. We are colleagues after...
Scumbag!
Não sabia que não podia lutar com ele sozinho.
Still, I hadn't counted on Sandrone sparing any thought for the people of this world. Shame. I always found her self-centeredness to be one of her few better qualities. How can she ever hope to achieve greatness when she's so obsessed with protecting her little design bureau?
It's more than a little disingenuous to speak of achieving greatness while taking hostages.
Honor? I have the marrow of 2 moons in my possession and will soon complete the construction of a 3rd. I will be the god of a new world. And you speak to me of honor?
Those are sacred relics. You do not deserve them.
In my view, many in this world do not deserve to be alive. And yet, I mercifully permit them to go on living, do I not?
You'll come to regret your act.
Will I now? Let's see if you can make me.
X1? Nossa senhora.
Water jet! Wipe out!
Lush as the moon, for the everlasting fall. It all adds up. Let's see what you're made of. The mystery unravels. Can't hide the truth.
Close your eyes. Observe.
Is that the best you can
Go!
O Tesla de Hydra, eu vou te dizer, velho. Pra quebrar. Ah, mas ela. Aí não deu a bolinha dela. Olha os ataques vagabundos. Ô louco, que range é esse, meu querido?
Receive my blessing.
Roubando.
It all adds up. By the frost moon of old. Arlecchino.
Thanks for the assistance.
Caraca, boa.
Arlecchino? They see you as an ally. What a farce. You're clearly here to destroy my research, not me.
I say your research is more valuable than your life.
Caraca, ele tem poder. Ô louco, eu tenho poder congelar.
Go!
Do you fear the dark?
Caraca, meu querido, mas você.
No more lies. Seek within. It all falls into place. Can't hide the truth.
Like a reflection.
This is where
It all adds up.
overruled.
Forest, protect us.
Ah, calma aí. Vira aqui, minha querida. Ah. Captei.
No more lies.
Interesting.
Leave this place with one heart.
Be silent. Your actions fear the dark.
The mystery unravels. Can't hide the truth.
You won't feel a thing.
Caraca.
Laid bare. Witness my rise.
You poor lost lamb. For the
The Torah is too powerful with the artificial moon marrow in his arsenal. Fighting him is futile. Quickly.
Caraca, meu querido. Que maracutá é essa?
Let's go.
I've always thought it is wiser to flee than surrender.
Watch out! What the? Forget about me! You should...
Where's the traveler?
Vagabundo, velho. O cara me sequestrou. Salvando, eles mudaram o negócio de carregamento. Caraca, velho. Que vagabundo. Será que eu vou encontrar com Lumina? Onde é que eu tô?
Nasha Town? How did I get here? Strange. I remember being trapped by Dottore during the battle. Something weird is going on.
Traveler? What brings you here at this hour?
Huh?
What are you in the mood for today? A hot dog? Or something else? We've got some special discounts at the moment.
Sorry, I'm not hungry.
Well, feel free to take a seat for now. Let me know if you change your mind.
Beleza, tio.
Everyone seems to be acting normal.
Oh, darling, look who it is. One of our regular customers. Get the traveler something to eat, would you, dear?
Wait, why is he talking like that?
Well, I'd love to, but can't serve a customer unless they order something.
Yes, thankfully. It was a long trip, and it's left me feeling pretty exhausted.
Wait, these two are a couple? I see some kids around too.
Hey there!
Será que tá no
I haven't seen
futuro?
you in ages! What's keeping you so busy? You forgot already? You're silly. Daddy brought you over to our house recently.
What is she talking?
We've had a lot of customers over the last few days, so we've been real busy. And like my mom always says, some people are more... Oh! Another customer's arrived! I better go see what they want.
This is all wrong. I never once heard the owner of this restaurant talk about their family. It certainly is. Could this be?
Very good. I knew you had it in you. Aren't you going to try the house special?
When did he show up?
Caraca, ele criou uma realidade alternativa pra gente.
None of this is real.
You don't seem to like it here. That's fine.
I'm still alive. Where is this place? It took all my strength to open the moon gate, and then I leapt into it.
Portal da Lua.
So this is the moon's reflection? I guess I could try opening the gate once more. No response. Maybe this space can't be opened from inside. If this was the space that killed both Revier and his lover, then why am I No. I'm not unscathed.
Então o Rei
I
realmente foi
should
de base.
conserve my strength and proceed with caution. I don't believe Dottori's scheming will stop just because I escaped. If there is any chance that I can get back, I must return. Emptiness. Silence. What is this place? Or maybe the real question is, what is it for? What's this? Looks like it responds to my power.
A decisão tá carregada.
Golden. Like Kuvaki.
Caraca.
Is it some sort of guide? And why does it feel so familiar?
A arma dela nas costas.
I might as well follow it.
Tá legal, hein? Tá legal pra caramba esse ataque.
Where does this lead? Could it be the exit?
Welcome home, Moon Goddess.
Voltamos.
Is this Nasha Town? But isn't Moon Prayer Night over already?
Ai, não tá aqui, aí Nefs, todo mundo aqui.
Goodbye for now, Columbina. I hope you have a wonderful night.
I will. Are these my...
Ela tá dentro do negócio da lua, né? Reflexo da lua.
I can't touch them. It's as if we're separated by...
Over here! Over here!
But the people in these memories pass right through me. If only I had known what would come. Even so, I should still take a look around. Just being back here.
Olha nós aqui. Explore o mundo no espelho.
Welcome home, Moon Goddess. Oh, you're the genuine article. Alice was right. This moon prayer night was worth watching after all.
Oh, yes. That was the fortune-telling stall run by Barbeloth from the Hexen Circle.
Olha o nosso espada se cruza.
Please, draw the first lunar arcana. This...
My destiny. Now that I think about it, Barbeloth's divination was absolutely right. It's almost time to draw the last card.
Seria a morte, né?
That was the card that popped out on its own. From here, I think. What?
Fascinating. I've never encountered this before, and...
What's going on? Did that card leave the deck? All I did was try to touch it. Maybe this memory space is not untouched. Or... is it possible that there's more to this space than my memories alone?
This card.
I need to get to the bottom of this. I'll try touching something else. Is this... the wind? No, it's gravity. No, Traveler!
Nossa, deu ruim. Cadê eu? Nossa, eu sumi. Não.
Hyman, listen to me. From the bottom of our hearts, we are so sorry. We completely understand how you must...
Don't say that! Hyman's not a little kid! You didn't leave him behind on purpose! There was nothing you could do!
Ai, que bonitinho, cara, ela chorando.
He's all alone in there! What if something happens to him? What are we gonna do then? We barely spent any time apart since we met. Is he gonna... die?
We must find a way to rescue him. We were all involved in the operation where he was captured, and we do not abandon our comrades. That being said, it won't be easy. Through conversation with the others on our return, we've arrived at a basic idea of what we're up against. Dottore lab has clearly been in operation for a lot longer than we realized. We found many monster samples stored there. In all likelihood, we also know that through his contact with the phantoms of Hyperborea, He gained knowledge about the moons and certain Hyperborean technologies. Using this knowledge, he then fashioned an artificial moon marrow to serve as a replacement for the frost moon beyond the sky. Unlike Columbina, Dottore is not being rejected by Teyvat. And even with 2 of the 3 moon marrows, his power far exceeds all of ours combined. Once his 3rd moon marrow is complete, Dottore will have completely seized the authority of the 3 moons. Teyvat's most primordial powers will then be in his grasp.
Does that mean...
I'm afraid so. No one could have predicted this level of insanity. Not even from Dottore. And unfortunately, his insanity is coupled with an intellect and ambition that...
This is dire. Sounds like the world is done for.
The 3 moons' authority can influence the very fabric of time and space.
The trouble's already begun, I'm afraid. On our way back, we discovered that part of Nodcry is being enveloped by an unknown energy. I'm convinced this is Dottore's doing. Not that there's any way to prove it.
The only thing more frustrating than facing down evil is knowing that it will surely come.
Caraca, velho.
The doctor is guilty of numerous crimes in Mondstadt as well. One of our knights, well, former knights. His father was murdered by Dottore.
Assassinou o pai de Eita pega.
His ideology and methodology are a danger to everything in his path, from individuals to entire nations. He does not feel guilt, even when he acts against his own people.
He doesn't see them as his own people. That's why. People like him see everyone else.
Right. He views other people only in terms of how they can benefit him. Granted, he's hardly the only harbinger to pursue their own interests. We all do. And Her Majesty is gracious enough to permit it. Still, Her Mercy. Dottore's actions have gone beyond even what the Fatui could have imagined. Usurping divine authority to become a god. For a servant of the Tsaritsa, that goes beyond being We can't expect him to heed the Tsaritsa's will once he gains the 3 moons' authority. Even we harbingers consider him the most self-interested among us.
Poor Traveler. Of all the people to get caught by... We have to go save him right now! Please!
Paimon, I promise you, we are with you all the way.
I get how you feel. I do. But it's gonna take more than strong emotions to take down an enemy like Dottore. What we need now is more...
Right. We can't even guarantee he's still at his research center. Before we can think about mounting a rescue operation, we need to confirm the travel... I'll find a...
Paimon knows, but... She's so scared. If anything happens to the Traveler... He might be the strongest person Paimon knows, but he's still human. He feels pain and bleeds just like anyone else. Then think things through before you stick your neck out. Unless you want to lose your head.
Sandrone.
Miss Sandrone, you're okay?
Put the stuff over there. Am I okay? As you can see, I've had to move my whole livelihood out of the Experimental Design Bureau. It's been swallowed up by Dottore's energy field. If I... Dottore always goes a little loco when he finds a shiny new toy. Not that he'd ever admit that. But this time... Just go ahead and cry already. Sorry. Paimon's not trying to make it seem. It's just...
Oh, Paimon.
Let it all out. There's no shame in it. When you're overwhelmed by fear and despair, crying can help get it out.
Okay then, while the baby of the group is having a moment, how about the grown-ups get to work?
You've made a discovery?
Polonia, scan. You, hand, now.
Oh, I thought you'd never ask, my lady.
Curse it, you're next! Then you.
Tá, conforme ela confere todos os participantes na batalha contra o Dottore, expressão...
Dottore, you son of a... He's done something to us! Everyone who entered his research center has been implanted with some sort of curse.
Ele manipulou de algum jeito. Todos que entraram nesse centro de pesquisa foram afetados com algum tipo de maldição.
I don't feel anything unusual at the moment. Does that mean it hasn't activated yet?
My best guess is Dottore created it using the moon goddess's powers. 1 second, analyzing. Ugh! That friggin' maniac!
So, what twisted game is he playing this time?
The moment I analyzed the energy composition, some encrypted text appeared in my mind's eye. And when I deciphered it according to the Fatui standard encryption protocol, I got the following message. Feel free to run, or you will perish in nod cry.
He's mocking us.
Yep, he loves to toy with people. Only in this case, but I didn't detect any murderous intent or malice either in the message or the curse's energy. As if this is him at his least malicious.
Or perhaps all people are cowards in his eyes. Maybe he thinks the threat alone will be effective. What a despicable person. If I may, as unhinged as Dottore may be, he has always exercised great patience with the objects of his interest.
I remember a comment he made when we first arrived in Nodcry. He said, "This world is, on the whole, an exceedingly dull place. Presumably, they interest him because they're unknown quantities. He wants to understand as much as he can about them."
Agreed. The Traveler is Tevat's 4th descender. All Harbingers are aware of this. Since Dottore took such pains to capture the Traveler, he is unlikely to kill him right away.
Okay, but we still have to do that rescue operation. Of course. I also think we need to read between the lines with Dottore's message. If he's encouraging us to run, my guess is his curse will only trigger if we leave.
Ah, tá todo mundo com a maldição e a galera tá presa na de Cry, que perfeito.
We've discovered multiple energy fields. Albedo is still attempting to analyze their structure. He told me to report back first. Each field is slowly growing, swallowing up more of the surrounding area in the process. And the pace of their expansion has increased since we first examined them. He's probably trying to swallow
His nefarious ambition knows no bounds. If this continues, the whole of...
The loss of Columbina could not have come at a worse time.
She entered the space beyond the Moon Gate, knowing what became of Rerir and Thelindis. I'm sorry.
Don't be ridiculous. If I know her, she's busy finding a way back as we speak just so she can annoy me.
Whatever has become of her, the fact remains that we are 2 comrades short on the eve of a
We need to find out the Traveler's location. But there is also other work to be done.
Agreed. Whatever Dottore's planning, we have to get the local populace somewhere safe. So, as well as a rescue mission, we have to organize a mass evacuation at the same time.
It would be best if someone could approach leaders of neighboring nations and negotiate emergency asylum for Nodcry's inhabitants. Can anyone handle that?
Snezhnaya is one option. I'll see what I can do.
This would be so much easier if the Traveler was here. No! Stop thinking like that, Paimon. Paimon will join you. She's pretty well connected thanks to the Traveler. Maybe it'll come in handy. Either way, that's what the Traveler would do if he was here.
E seguimos com a Columbina. Será que ela tá presa, mano, num looping? Das memórias dela. De novo, olha aí.
Back here again, that gravitational force that pulled me when I saw that memory of Moon Prayer Night. If only I could have sent the others some kind of warning on Moon Prayer Night. I feel... well... even back to emptiness and silence again. I should...
Caraca, hein? Ela vai voltar e vai avisar a galera, ó. Genial. Genial, tia.
from last time isn't showing. Looks like I need to gather these scattered fragments. It worked.
Opa.
Hopefully I can stay inside for a bit longer this time.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
What? This doesn't look like Moonprayer Night.
Várias memórias. Está presa, minha querida.
Extra, extra! Latest issue of the Nasha Express!
I don't think I've ever been here. Maybe this space isn't comprised of my memories after all. There aren't any festive decorations around. Is this Nasha town after Moonprayer Night ended? Did Dottoro's plan not affect the town? Or is no one aware of what happened because he used the Three Moons' authority? Let me see if I can influence anyone else. So, what do we do next? Wait, that voice. Paimon?
Somos nós.
The most important thing right now is to find that mage.
Lauma the Traveler and Mr. Varga are here too.
I'd better go pay the Fatui a visit.
Traveler!
Columbina?
I made contact. It's me, Columbina.
Huh?
Agora da vez que ela já tava desaparecida. Né?
Traveler?
Aqui ela já tinha sumido.
Huh? Wait a moment. This has happened before. This is what happened when I disappeared. I stood right over there, thinking that no one would ever find. It was only when he called my name that I decided to follow them. But did he turn around? Is it really possible that if I keep following them, it's that gravity again?
Caraca, eu vou querer mudar o passado, mano. Que loucura.
Every time I influence reality within that space, this force intervenes. It's as if it's trying to stop me from... I'm getting weaker, and I'll just have to try another approach next time.
Eu posso ter que mudar.
Come on, Columbina. Keep going.
Caraca, mano, a gente vai querer mudar o passado. Que loucura.
Suddenly, I've been plunged into darkness. It feels strange, as if something has grabbed hold of me.
Look at you, standing so still in total silence. Hello there, traveler.
Cara que cria a realidade que tipo, olha aqui a lua já.
He seems to be in a good mood. Wait.
Ah, so you noticed. This is the completed trilune. 2 primordial moon marrows and 1 artificial specimen.
Oh. Aqui ele criou a da serva e da Columbina.
You are wary of it. Good. Maintain that reverence. You performed well in that recent battle. Brave and reckless as always. Courage is the sign of a true hero, and impulsiveness is the hallmark of those who strive to advance. I say this not to belittle you. Most creatures are far more...
3 moon marrows? Does that mean the artific...
Well spotted. What do you think? For a replica I built myself, I dare say it looks the part.
Dottore, are you planting a loot?
I have no interest in fooling your eyes. On the contrary, I hope to show you the true essence of all... Is this not a beautiful city? People live in peace and find joy in their work. The streets are safe, People can even leave their doors unlocked at night. All available data indicates your values and worldview conform with the mainstream. This kind of
false beauty is deceitful. Lies are to no one's
I wonder, is it your moral standards that are too high? Or your expectations of reality? Answer me this. If someone existed in a sweet dream from the moment they were born, a dream in which they never once felt pain.
That's pure sophistry. It has nothing to do...
As I suspected. You have yet to understand all of this for what it really is.
What do you want from me?
You sound impatient. Do you think the only reason I'm keeping you is because I want something?
If it's not, then why haven't you killed me yet? No one can stop you if you're as powerful as a god.
I'm delighted you recognize that fact. I believe we last squared off in Sumeru. Ah, the memories. How time flies. You and I have both grown. I'm not surprised that Arlecchino and Sandrone worked with you. You've always a way of slowly but surely ingratiating yourself with all levels of society. People laud you as a hero, but I suspect there's more to it than that. Oh, but to be clear,
Do you always give your opponent an appraisal before you deal the final blow?
Call it a long-time habit. I'm a researcher, and one of my duties is to give an objective assessment of my subjects. But you misunderstand. We are not opponents. Not at this moment. I just want to talk. Think back to Tartaglia, Arlecchino, Capitano, Colombina, and now even Sandrone. You've worked with each of them in the past. I believe you can work with me as well.
What makes you so sure?
Pelo menos eles ainda têm pouco de consciência.
Well, why not? Should the good associate only with the good and the bad befriend only the bad? I like to think we could have a more mature relationship than that. Surely you don't think all your relationships are grounded in friendship or shared ideals? People come together because it benefits them to do so. If you think of the people morality, ambition, dreams, people have plenty of words to embellish the nature of their relationships. But once you break free from those ethical frameworks, you will see that the only thing connecting the two of you is mutual benefit. And that is what I'd like to talk to you about.
We're finally getting into it. He's probably been planning to kidnap me for a long time now. But for what he has the authority of all three moons. I won't be able to gain the upper hand in a fight. Best if I pretend that I'm willing. You say you're a god, but you also speak of mutual benefit. What could a god want that the three moons cannot provide?
Excellent question. But before I answer, I would ask you the same thing. Gaining Colombina's allegiance was a rare and extraordinary feat. But the Moon Marrows are now in my hands, and I have the edge over her. For this artificial moon is not being her identity and lineage may have been a thing of glory in the old world. But they were also shackles that prevented her from ever integrating into Tevat. I, on the other hand, you may view me as a thief, but I have overcome that limitation. So what is it that the three moons cannot grant you? What stops you from negotiating with me to get what you want?
Caraca, aí tá, né?
I don't make deals with lying psychopaths.
That's quite an accusation. Are you expecting me to get angry with you? Well, this is one aspect in which my personal growth has served me well. In the past, my less mature self might have been disappointed, perhaps even angry, over a small setback like this. Like when you and Lesser Lord Kusanali joined forces to oppose me, for example. But things are different now. Just as the rich do not quibble with the poor, I no longer find myself perturbed by these trivial. Human relationships end with conflicts of emotions and interests. But relations between humans and gods are different. And I have ascended to the highest heights and laid claim to unprecedented horizons. And you were no ordinary person to begin with.
Eita, pico.
Allow me to show you the world, Descender. To stand, walk, jump, sit, and lie down. These are the most common of behaviors. Have you ever wondered why we were born following such laws? Who stipulated that we could not fly instead of walk?
Caraca. A birutinha, né, meu querido? Mas olha aí, ó, mostrando o mapa pra nós. Que beleza. Mapa bonito. Aí a nova ilha.
Propagate!
Caraca, e vai chegar onde?
Someone of your talent and experience must surely know of the 4 great rulers who serve the heavenly principles. They govern life,
Alguém
death,
de seu talento e
time,
experiência
and
com certeza
space.
conhece as 4 grandes regentes que servem aos princípios celestiais. Elas governam a vida, a morte, o tempo e o espaço.
One wounded by a blade will die from blood loss or infection, and one who falls into a lake will drown in agony. The elderly wallow in solitude, and the solitary age faster. Eventually new life is born, only to embark on the same. These 4 divisions anchor the world and shackle those who live in it. But they themselves transcend its boundaries, squandering the power bestowed by the heavens. All who live yearn for equality, but unless the gods prostrate themselves and profess that they are mere servants of the living, equality can never exist. Who makes the rules we must live by? Who has the right to restrict us? The limits of the body can be rejected.
Poderoso.
Scatter!
Caraca.
How does it feel to be among those with absolute power?
É isso que ele quer, né? Sempre.
You cannot conceive the extent to which your flesh hinders your mind and spirit.
Whoa.
Only by discarding our useless, primitive eyes can we perceive a new world. How narrow-minded we all were in the past. Why should the final answer of the world not be the power that predates those of life, death, time, and space? The power of the Trilune. Through it, I have glimpsed new experimental possibilities. Nature suppressed, authority exiled, souls controlled. You know, I heard recently that a group of critics reviewed countless stories and drew an interesting conclusion. They found that it is more often than not in fact, long before this, someone voiced a similar idea in an academia editorial. I felt a great affinity with this perspective. I have never been. Fanatics are trampled down for their transgressions, and those who transcend are rebuked for their audacity. And so, the majority of creatures are too timid to follow my lead. But all sacrifices made during my experiments have been worthwhile, as you can now see. I can offer you something new, something unique, precisely because I am a villain. Think about it. We are eternally bound through mutual interest. Can you truly say you would never turn to malice if it could give you the life you dream of? After all, what value do perfection and purity really have? They are fragile and feeble things, utterly tedious. I say, better to be governed by a flawed humanity than a gnosis. The true seeker of knowledge is the villain who undergoes countless tribulations in pursuit. I'm sure many people have told you that you're different.
Because I'm a descender?
Exactly. Very clever.
But what does that got to do with you?
I do not conceal my wicked deeds, my selfish desires, or my greed. A true researcher must act as I do if they are and yet, a knowledge seeker like myself will inevitably grow tired of studying Tevat beyond a point. You have traveled to all corners of the world and met many people. Along the way, there have been moments when you were misunderstood or even became a wanted criminal. And all the while, you have spent your days doing some of the most mundane jobs in the world. You fight and toil, claim minuscule rewards from my friend Pantalone, then you fight some more, winning some battles and losing others as your search goes on. And this cycle continues, with no end in sight. Surely you must sometimes grow weary of being stuck in this same loop day after day.
We're completely different. I embrace everything that life throws at me. I am engaged in every step of my journey.
How does that make us different? I too embrace what life brings, researching everything that interests me. Think of all the novel things I've managed to create, like the artificial moon marrow. Don't you see? As unique a specimen as she was, even Columbina is not irreplaceable.
Take that back! She's gone because of your actions!
I didn't say that to anger you. Though admittedly, I don't see what there is to be angry about. Anything Columbina could do for you, I know what your ultimate goal is. You wish to walk the path your sister walked, and seek answers from her at the end of that journey. Don't
Rapaz, cuidado com o que vai
Someone
falar.
like you could never understand what it feels like to care about another person.
Perhaps not. But that doesn't mean I can't help. I could find your sister right now, bring her before you, and make her give you the answers you seek.
Eita piga.
Don't be so presumptuous. You'll never begin to understand the situation between us.
Nem tu entende, meu querido.
Oh, no. This is no presumption. I'm only offering what I know is possible with the power of the Trilune. But it seems like you would sooner continue with your journey through this world. Why? Do you truly desire this journey? Or is it simply a necessary process from which you cannot escape? Think of all the time and energy you have spent, everything you've had to endure just to make it this far. Yes, you have made many friends. But do they ever spare a thought for the void in your heart and what you want is not friends. It is family. But I, on the other hand, am far more considerate. Join my experiment, and in return, I will bring your meaningless journey and all its struggles to an end.
This is a malicious attempt to manipulate me. But at the same time, he's stating some very human truths. Of course he's right about my predicament. How can I deny it? I have faced ungrateful strangers, never-ending troubles, an endless quest for answers. I want to see her. After everything I've been through, words can't describe how much I miss her. Wherever you are right now.
Caraca, falou da irmã no estado do cara mudo, né, velho? Olha aí. Daria belo paper.
All right, everyone. Our next mission is clear. We need to contact all the major organizations, explain the situation to the public, and then begin the evacuation.
The residents of Nodcry are quite dispersed. The two most populated areas are the Southern Isles and Pyramida. Miss Lauma, I will leave Hisi Island and Nasha Town in your hands. I will liaise with the Fatui and Pyramida.
Agreed. We will reach out to Natlan and Snezhnaya. Anyone found north of the Experimental Design Bureau should follow the Fatui to Snezhnaya. As for those dwelling south of that line, I will ask the Voynich Guild to help persuade them to leave. Then I, Mr. Varka, and the Frostmoon Scions will escort them to...
The Voynich Guild has dealings with the Curatorium of Secrets. I will send them a letter vouching for your credibility. Yehoda, you should help Lauma.
My wish has come true. You're willingly lending me your most capable employee for the day.
Well, good for you if all this only takes a day. Of course, if it takes any longer...
Boss, wait! Don't...
Oh, I'm sorry. Something to add, Yehoda?
Well, no one's more important to me than you, boss. And remember how Lauma healed your eyes after that big battle?
Are you completely incapable of acting in your own self-interest?
Are you sure you don't want to come with us?
Who will see to our other work if we're all busy evacuating residents? Sandrone insists that Columbina is still alive, and we have a traveler to rescue.
But boss, I'm just worried that...
Well, Nefer, I'll link up with you once my tasks are complete.
What makes you think I'd need you to do that?
I'll need it. And considering the way you approach certain matters, I think you'll be better off with me present.
That's quite enough.
I bet we're in for an uphill battle here. But we can help out too. Inefa and I are gonna help Nasha Town's residents carry their stuff.
Loading schedule. Store essential local research data and technology samples, then escort the people to... Understood. I will execute this to the...
Great stuff. Thank you, ladies.
I've contacted the Lightkeepers. A colleague of mine will join us shortly. I will persuade them to conduct a thorough search of the region to ensure that no civilians get left behind.
Será que a galera das lanternas?
As for me, I guess I'll be making an early return to Sumeru. I think it's important that someone informs the Dendro Arcana.
Roger that. Someone should inform Mondstadt, too. Mr. Duran, can I trust you to handle that? I think you fly faster than any of us can run. As an added incentive, get there fast enough and I'll see about getting your gliding exam waived.
Really? Ha! I intend to stay behind and help Miss Sandrone with her research. She has some alchemy-related questions that
She recognizes your expertise, then. I wish you a fruitful
Thank you. In truth, I was surprised to hear her express an interest in subject matter.
I believe she has been investigating some Fontanian technology recently. She made a point of bringing the relevant materials with her when she left the experimental design.
I should mention that we have one other friend who isn't present. He hasn't made his position in all of this clear. But if we know anything about him...
Paimon's been very quiet today. But I know how close she and the Traveler are with the Natlanese. She should come with us to the...
Okay. Paimon!
Make sure to heed Sandrone's warning. Many of us have been cursed by Dottore. As such, under no circumstances should anyone cross. That aside, personally, I have faith in Columbina. Things look grim, sure, but who knows how it'll... Same goes for rescuing the Traveler. Both of them are important allies and friends. We'll be counting on you to gather intel on them.
Oh, wonderful. You're all here.
Alice?
That voice again.
Nicole?
Nicole?
Olha aí.
Whoa, that was loud. And it came out of nowhere.
Sorry. This is the only way I can speak to you all right now. Please accept my apology. Anyway, time is short. I'll cut to the chase. We're still facing quite a catastrophe here at the world's borders. Alice has roped in every Hexen Circle member she can get a hold of. Except for me. She told me I had to come and help you all out as a matter of urgency.
Sailor Moon.
I quote, You love talking, don't you? Well, now it's finally your time to shine. Take these. Make sure the whole party gets one each. You'll be in charge of making sure everyone stays connected.
Huh? Is this?
Scanning. Unknown device. Analyzing. Unknown. Affirmative. It is cute and good.
This is no ordinary Dodo communication device. It's my very own special modified version, specifically... sorry. It will allow us to communicate over long distances within Nodcry. No more worrying about shuttling messages back and forth.
What astounding technology. Am I right in assuming that it relies on your...
Yes, exactly. Right on cue, Albedo. I'd love to brag to you all about how it all works. But no, next time. Anyway, that's all from me. Head off as soon as you're ready. I'll be staying here to keep watch, and I'll be sending you...
Ok. Caraca, essa missão vai ser muito grande. Olha aí, velho. Salve, meu querido.
Sir Flint. Perfect timing. I just arrived myself. You are most considerate, Master Ilua. But in fact, I know you have been sitting here for... If you saw me, why didn't you say something? I was curious to see how long you could sit still for. Also, shouldn't you have managed to sense me approaching? That would be a first. You always seem to appear out of thin air without making... Also, how many times do I have to tell you not to address me as Master? I don't qualify. I beg to differ. Why should a young man so well-versed in social graces as your... Please, Lord Flint's... Sir Flint's. I'm begging you, don't flatter me into complacency like you do with everyone else. You understand me better than most. I think they don't understand why you do it. You just love puffing people up till they're a big, happy ball of hot air that floats away into the sky. In all sincerity, I can only hope that they bring good tidings when they come back down. Is the situation... We just held a strategy meeting. In short, we need everyone gone from Pyramida. We also need a team of Lightkeepers to scour the more remote regions of Nodcry for civilians to evacuate. I only hope we have enough personnel. We do. Old Man Nikita will definitely help. And we can recall anyone out on patrol to focus on this instead. Good. I'm sure you and the others will make short work of this. Now, don't forget, once you've completed this task, make sure you... If you've got something to say, Master Ilua, why not guess what I'm thinking, right? You mentioned that you have something... How difficult... I doubt it will be easy. I know you're a Lightkeeper, and it's your duty to protect others in times of crisis. But I have a feeling that you'll be walking into... However bad things have gotten in the past, Nodcry has never faced a mass evacuation before. But from the sounds of it, you don't intend to come with us. I don't mean to pry, and it's probably none of my business. But whatever it is you're in... I've been afflicted with some sort of curse, and I'm told it may well trigger if I set foot outside of Nodcry. As such, What? No. Why? Why would anyone There are plenty of people out there willing to trample over others in pursuit of their own Frankly, Sir Flint, I am furious. You're making light of what is an incredibly serious Indeed. And what? I told you, I'm furious about this. Nothing I can do about it, I'm afraid. Things happen. Hey, you mean you're completely unmoved by my anger? I'm devastated. Then allow me to express my sincerest regret. Come by the lighthouse sometime. Maybe I need to spell this out. Lean in a little, Flint. Oh, my. Word is that you were caught up in a real horror show recently. People were amazed that you returned safe and sound. They've been debating whether... I've returned safe and sound from plenty of crises. When you say people, do you mean other... Fine. I'll be frank. Heavens. You know what? Forget it. We'll revisit this once it's all over. A sound plan. Oh, just promise me you'll... For you, Master Ilua. Also, please pass my regards on to our colleagues. Tell them, thank you all for your assistance. Please...
Boa. E lá vamos nós.
I have to keep searching for a path toward reality.
Acabou os poderes, cuidado.
This should do it. The last 2 times I tried to influence reality in this space, it consumed a lot of Kuvaki. I'll try and be more careful this time. I need to leave key clues behind using less power. I hope everyone still remembers what I said on Moon Prayer Night.
Nothing here. Flints?
Ah, Miss Nefer.
What are you doing here?
I just spoke with Itlua about arrangements for the search and came for a walk nearby. As for you, why would... It appears we think along...
As well as figuring out how to gather intel on the Traveler, I wanted to also, we'll need to bring a lot of force to bear against Ettore, even if we're only looking to rescue the Traveler. We can't leave anything. You don't think Columbina perished either, do you?
I'm merely considering the possibility that she survived, just as you are. How much can we really know about a deity like her anyway?
Do you remember what she said on Moon Prayer Night? About using moonlight to send messages to...
Of course. I think that's why we're both here.
Where have you checked?
I've been focusing on the outdoors. Anywhere the moonlight shines. I checked most of Nashad.
I checked the Curatorium of Secrets, and a few rooms where I thought I might find some leads. But no luck here either. The only places I haven't looked yet are the rooms in the flagship. But process of elimination isn't the only thing that brought me here.
Oh, really?
After all that build-up, our mystery ally never showed up even once!
Huh? Am I imagining things? Come on, let's see what's going on.
Oh no. I knocked over a vase as soon as I came in. It must... Although, it seems like I'm not about to be pulled away this time. It looks like as long as I'm careful with my actions, it doesn't count as influencing reality. Anyway, is this the flagship? I only went into the lobby last time, so I've never actually been here before. If nothing else, I can now be sure that it is... He mentioned where his room was. I think it's... this one. The door is closed. But if this is anything like when I disappeared, then maybe...
Vai atravessar a porta.
I'm in. He and Paimon aren't here at the moment. I hope he's okay. I wonder what... Best not to dwell on the... Please, Traveler. I really hope you find this.
Velho.
Just a cat.
Nothing else here strikes me as no.
Didn't you stay here for a couple of nights once?
Before Rerir showed himself, yes.
Did you notice anything unusual during...
I remember thinking how much noisier the flagship is at night compared to the graveyard. The Traveler...
This is where they've been staying, yes? Over here?
That's right.
I wouldn't usually condone breaking and entering.
Focus now. I have to write a message on the wall using Kuvaki, just like I said on Moon Prayer Night. Simply open your windows on nights when the moon shines bright, and the moonlight will naturally flow towards the words I have written. Here goes. I'll need to carefully...
Hieróglifos egípcios. Caraca, eles ainda entraram.
There's a noise up. Please, you have to see.
Joga vaso na parede.
Well, do you sense any?
Unfortunately, no.
And this place was our last...
Not necessarily. We've only looked in Nasha towns. Miss Columbina said she would leave messages at her friends' dwellings. It's still worth checking where Miss Lauma lives and where I...
Let's try and make... Wait.
What are you waiting for?
What's that look for? This is a victory feast. It's normal to eat a...
The Traveler and Paimon, but... Why are...
Huh. You worried Paimon sick while you were out there fighting Rerir. So this is your chance to make it up to her, alright?
Wait. So this is the... How did I end up here? Wait. That's it. Every time I've entered reality within this space, it's been at an earlier every one of those points has been before I fell into the moon's reflect, and everything I've done to affect reality really did happen in the past. Does this mean that within the moon's reflection, time flows?
Not long till Moon Prayer Night now. It's gonna be even livelier than tonight. Although, it's gonna be sad saying goodbye to the damselette. She seems like a really nice person.
Paimon. No, I can't. Even if I make contact, and in any case, I'll likely get pulled away again if I do. Instead, I have to find a way to get them to notice. Wait, even I hadn't thought of doing that before Moon Prayer Night. They'd never conceive of that possibility. Is there truly no other way?
Don't lose heart. We'll find a way somehow.
Huh?
Caraca, como que ele vai escutar do ela.
The Frost Moon is beyond the fall sky. If we wanted to go visit her, How would we make it through to the other side?
We might not have all the answers now, but I'm sure we'll find a way one day.
Huh. Yes, someone...
The present. That's right. There's still...
What's your plan?
Flynn's, when you were staying next door, did you ever open the...
No. The rooms here are dark and damp. And there's such a buildup of dust on the windows that the moonlight can't even get in. I didn't think it was worth...
The moonlight?
Nossa, será?
I think I see where you're going.
A lua vai mostrar a mensagem dela.
One moment. I'll see if the owner is available.
Don't bother. Time is of the essence.
Time. Even if no one sees what I've written at this moment, maybe someone will remember what I said. I need to write down as much information as I can.
Huh? What's up with you? You can't even hold your cup steady. Are you kidding?
A little.
Well, you should probably hit the hay then.
You helped defeat Rerir, helped me reclaim my name, and you helped the others organize Moon Prayer Night. Wherever you are right now, I'm sure you're still fighting against the injustices of this is all I can leave for the... How I wish I could but I hope to see you again, and if the opportunity presents itself.
I will surely return to your side.
Huh.
Columbina. She's alive.
Boa, olha aí.
Not only that, but she's left us an entire wall's worth of clues. She even wrote down what would happen on Moon Prayer Night. It's just a shame we found it too late.
Verdade, né? Olha aí, como ela escreveu muito no passado, né? A galera viu agora.
I am here. Time in this place flows backwards. I am constantly moving forward.
It sounds like she's found a way to influence the past using Kuvaki. But her future is our past.
So, these words have been here ever since we defeated the Reihir of Solnari. We just never discovered them. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Do you ever mull over questions like that?
Only when I'm in a good mood. And
Well, I never do. Everything that has happened already belongs to the... As a business person, and especially an intel broker, what I do is extrapolate from those facts.
An admirable philosophy.
It's a means of survival. Let's go. We have a wall's worth of clues to share with the others.
Olha aí, a galera viu depois, né? Ela escreveu no passado, mas já funcionou, mano. Agora no futuro a galera viu, ó. Nossa senhora, que loucura, mano. Calma, tia.
It appears that the doctor's energy signature has changed to something similar to Nodcry's Kuvaki devices will only have a limited effect on it. I can see also... I must say these books...
My subordinates just shipped them in from Fontaine. Some of them are from the Narcissenkreuz Ordo. Some are incident reports from Petrichor, and then there's a few test reports for these junk machines. Additionally, after some further scanning, I've
What's that?
Tibet's skies contain multiple moons. A long time ago, when I did my first scan, I detected... But when I checked again just now, I detected 4 moons.
So there's one extra?
Yeah. Originally, I thought that if I could still find 3 moons, that would at least mean... But then it occurred to me that apart from the frost moon, Tibet's moons are just husks. And husks surely shouldn't show up in the scan. It's weird, isn't it? If we can't even distinguish between a dead and a living moon, how are we supposed to know whether a moon goddess is still alive? Or does this mean that the moon marrows are equivalent to the moons themselves?
It's certainly
So he wasn't bluffing.
It's easy to get overwhelmed when you have too much on your plate. Maybe you need to relax.
Nothing can calm me down at a time like this. I need more time, and I need progress.
It's Mr.
I really hate that ringing tone. Ugh. First the 4 orthants of...
Oh, sorry if we're disturbing you. Might I ask what's troubling you?
What do you want? We're busy.
Are you still at the Curatorium of Secrets?
Yeah. Look, everyone else is still out, so there's no hurry. Plus, I'm busy, so I would appreciate if you gave me...
Even though we have crucial intel to share?
Fine.
Do you intend to share it via the Dodo communication?
Ordinarily, I would, but this is a unique situation. I think it's better.
É que vai chamar todo mundo já? Não, só eles.
All right then. So, what's the...
The rest of the team is still out working on their missions and evacuations.
Sandrone, you were right. Columbina is most likely...
That's the best news we've received in a while.
Random locations. Appearing in reverse order? Are you serious? So not dying isn't enough for the moon goddess, huh? She has to show off too. Anyway, does this mean we can deduce her condition from the moon marrows?
Isso significa que podemos examinar a condição delas na lua.
Miss Sandrone, there's nothing wrong with simply admitting that you're happy to hear the good news.
I'm not. And she's the least of our problems. If she can't control the flow of time in there, she's just gonna keep moving backwards. Different points in time won't intersect, and she'll never find a way out.
Exatamente, ele só tá voltando, né?
Let's say life begins with a drop of water. When did time begin? The moment this planet came into being? No, that's not right. Her final destination would be the moment at which the space she is in was created.
But it doesn't seem like we can influence that space from the outside world. So how... Also, if she's alive, Rerir and Thalindus might be too. But as far as we know, neither of them have come back out.
I'm afraid I must concur with Miss Nefer in this.
Can't exactly argue with that. Let's leave it there for now. I've taken notes on everything you said.
Will it help with your research?
I doubt it's gonna help with breaking Dotori's energy fields. But who knows when it might come in handy. Better to have it all written down. All right, I need to get back to my research. Mr. Albedo has made a lot of suggestions that will require my...
Sure, I'll stay here. Paimon. Oh, right. She went with Varka to Natlan, didn't she? Good thing we've moved her and the Traveler's luggage in here.
Que bom que trouxemos a bagagem dela.
Speaking of the Traveler, there's a note.
Paimon here. Not in at the moment, but if anyone needs to borrow her stuff or the Travelers, go ahead and help yourself. Paimon won't be mad. Also, Traveler, if you get back before Paimon, make sure to get some rest. Paimon misses you a lot, but...
How sweet. Well, since you offered, Paimon, don't mind if I do. This is the Traveler and Paimon's luggage. All the items, it's well organized. I wonder which of them... What do we have here? The camera captured a special moment that can only occur between people who are close. You can really sense how the photographer feels about their subject. I wonder why this picture was placed outside. Is it because Paimon recently looked at it? This must belong to the Traveler. Perfect. Hang in there.
Simbora, mano. Caraca, eu tô controlando o robôzão.
Polonia, Sir
Search keyword world formula and bring me all relevant books.
Nossa senhora. Potência o robô, hein? Mas também é uma velocidade. Tá, diário antigo. Parte, dívidas mensais, experimentos, folga. Ninguém aparentemente chegou. Já lá para o texto. Olha aqui na palavra-chave. Até que tá. Ditado do sermão outonal sobre o apocalipse. Bota para a forma religiosa, as atuações de Deus chamado de fortuna. Não tem que... Tá, jamais imaginei que ideias de Remúria seriam tão similares ao diagrama aqui no meio. Fórmula do mundo. Palavra-chave, fórmula do mundo detectada. Mano, eu queria ver os outros, não dá pra ver os outros? Anotações antigas. Diário antigo. Alain. Vocês têm que me arranjar. E me arranjaram não parece muito confiável. Por isso que eu vou ser mais de guerra. Não tem como ser usado. Tem mais? Isso aqui. Tá, planta de engenharia irrelevante. Fala daquela palavra-chave. Minha querida, encontrei.
Let's see. This one is... I believe that the correct term for this is fortuna. This was an ancient... I never imagined that Remorian ideas would be so similar to the diagram I have. Human civilization should gradually shed possibilities. As it continues to... The sparks of civilization shall run out, unless we consider introducing variables from variables. Descenders? Dottore likely captured the Traveler because of his descender status. But the Three Moons' authority comes from the world itself. Why would Dottore... Where does this variable factor in? The world formula calculates the fate of an entire world. Polonia. Search keyword pathway and bring me all relevant books.
Tá, nota de pesquisa do mestre Ugiro. Sobre a tripe dourada. Tá, estudo compartilhado foram de ruínas sobre eventos antigas. Ô, louco! Olha onde é que tá a palavra-chave. Diário antigo, nada de interessante. Diário antigo. Jacob. Diário antigo também. O único livro que se destaca. Passagem.
Otonki Sermon Dictation. Explications on the chemical marriage. These titles observe and compute the pathway displayed in the guidance diagram. So, it's one of Renee's draft lectures. This is so long. This guy sure loves showing off his knowledge.
Manda a próxima.
Polonia. Search keyword tree model and bring me all relevant books.
Tá, o grande detetive é logo a assunto. Cara, esse livro não tem nada de interessante, mano. Não fica vendo não. Vai adiantar meu lado.
Most of the experimental devices proposed by the Lilia Crucis Ordo are built based on Lilia Crucis. Guess they were trying to cover up the name of the Nautitzenkreuz Ordo? When Duke St. Germanus departed, he said, "It seems that there's no going back. Alas, in all other things, he is but ordinary." Excuse me? I'm sorry. That's just ridiculous. But great Detective Herlock, the alchemist and the clockwork saint? Isn't this a novel? Still, the author swears that they knew Renee well. Whatever. I guess it's not beyond the realms of possibility that Renee would say nonsense like that on occasion. Memory, wishes, souls, and persona. Frankly, this sounds more like occultism, but if Albedo vouches for it, I suppose there must be some alchemical basis to these techniques. The way Alain Guillotin saw it, the world was comprised of machines. The universe needed machines, and thus his technologies were created. That's why René, his full name was René de Petrichor, if I recall correctly. Sounds like he and the town must be intricately connected. That place was also the source of most of our information regarding Remurian civilization. Seems like the cutting of souls and storing them in vessels. These seemingly unrelated techniques underpinned René's research. Assuming the chemical marriage model, Alain would have scoffed at that. He never would have let those theories or parameters anywhere near his... What was Alain's view on Renee? I know he mentioned the name, albeit very rarely. Oh, now I remember. Alain's old notes are here too. They mentioned Renee. Renee seemed most out of sorts when he spoke to me. A lack of sweet foods has dulled his mind, I should think. Either way, his words, "Yep, that sounds like Alain." My subordinates actually did a half-decent job digging out all the... Some of Alain's old files are completely consistent with these records. He must have gotten them. He may have kept them, but he never even attempted to use them. Come to think of it, René's world formula was filled with calculations of As for Alain... it's been too long. What would he have said? A guy like him, fervent believer in machines, but not headstrong enough. The world can be changed. He created that procedure to save this world. Yet the scale of the world's fate proved too enormous. The result was beyond his ability to calculate. He died. Did you really never take a close look at René's research? Or did you read it? The very thought of trying to incorporate his ideas probably made you feel sick to the stomach. Well, don't worry, because there's a whole new category of lunatic. You once asked me what I wished for. Should have asked him instead. He's the one pining for things you'd... Even the tiniest variable can make big waves in the present. Now then, allow me to put these incompatible fragments together and first, establish and verify the existence of the Great Circle. Absolute nihil on one end, absolute reality on the other. Now, then, the variables. The sparks of civilization shall run out unless we consider introducing variable. Traverse the world, space-time, and civilization. Then extract the essential nodes from the records to determine which variables the primordial power that differentiated itself from the void. Records. This is so horrendously complicated. After all that, I'm still missing a few variables. How do you think it looks, Polonia? Like the frenzied scrawlings of a madwoman? Fine, keep it to yourself. It's not like you can talk anyway. Oh, I jest. But true madness does often start with trying to save the world. What would Arlecchino and Columbina think if they saw this incomprehensible hen scratch? They'd probably... So would Rosaline. she's been dead for a while now. When I close my eyes and think back, I can still see her face. And that enormous dress she used to wear. Such a bizarre choice. What possessed her? No one's asking me, obviously, but I hope you all know that I never wanted... The world needs a solution. But I don't need the world's valid...
What? Acho o jogo passado, hora do chão. Essa mensagem aqui era dela? Olha que bonitinho, ó. É pra não derrubar o chá.
Oh, cookies to go with the tea. Let's see. They must be from that person who brought those documents. I see they're from Hotel de Beau. Something's written on the box. We are proud to present this homage to the Fortress of Meripede's fun-filled mill collection system. Fortune cookies. Have a sounds like a dumb gimmick to me. Be early to bed and early to rise. What? Are you kidding me? Somehow I doubt that an early night and a glass of water is magically gonna save a world.
Vamos lá, a última agora, hein?
Lady Arlecchino, word has reached us that Lady Marionette's troops are all in position.
Excellent.
The only thing is, they are fewer in number than we expected. It looks like many of them must have lost their lives at the hand of the monsters released by the Doctor.
Can't be helped. Allow them to join our ranks, and keep in...
As you wish.
Rastro do passado. Caraca, tem várias orbes gigantes, mano.
It's been a while, Arlecchino. You look well. Did Dottore really have to build his lab right on the sole path between Snezhnaya and Nodcry? Had to go on a huge detour to stay out of its line of...
Sounds like an arduous journey. I assume you've brought word from Her Majesty?
Of course, all part of the job. Firstly, the Tsaritsa has authorized Fatui Internal Affairs to review Dottore's case. They will reach a formal verdict on whether he has turned traitor and whether he poses a threat to Snezhnaya. While they're working on that, I've been ordered to come and receive the refugees from Nodcry.
They are nearby. My team will escort you to them shortly.
Great. Aside from that, Her Majesty has a message for you and Sandrone personally. Huh?
She stayed behind to work since I was making the trip anyway. It seemed sensible to have one person on standby at base.
All right, guess that's just how she rolls. In that case, tell her that the Tsaritsa's decree this time is pretty awesome sounding. Still, I wonder what... Wait, what's that? Did one of our troops turn into a monster?
Take him out.
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Transfixed.
You've gotten stronger, Arlecchino. Nice.
Stop that right now. I appreciate the praise, but I am not fighting you today.
I knew it. You're mine.
Overrule.
can't believe it. He was a living, breathing human one moment.
Another fine piece of work by our dear colleague.
What in the world has been going on in Nodcry?
A lot. But long story short, Dottore stole 2 moon marrows that should have belonged to Columbina, then built a 3rd moon marrow of his own.
What? What do you mean he built a moon marrow? People build roads and houses, not moon marrows. What's his next DIY?
You could stand to be less surprised. We are harbingers. The work we are engaged in makes the creation of gods seem mundane by I tell everyone who asks that you once crossed swords with Rex Lapis while serving as a key supporter for Rosaline's plan. But right now, you're
Thanks for speaking up for me. Those 2 really took me for a ride back then. Then again, surely no common adventurer would manage to get tangled up with them the way I did. That's gotta—
It almost sounds like you wish to repeat the experience. I might have to lower my opinion of you.
No. I'll stop talking. Please, go—
Dottore is currently still experimenting with his newfound power in ways that continue to corrode the outside world. As for the human mutation, I believe this is simply a consequence of his experiments, and not a strategic move. That radiant beast was once a subordinate of Sandrone's. I suspect he was only allowed to live so that also, those of us who fought Dottore have been afflicted with a curse.
This is so much worse than I thought. No wonder Her Majesty's decree is so extreme. While these exceptional circumstances persist, the Harbingers are hereby authorized to use unilateral executive powers. Should Dottore pose a threat, Arlecchino and Sandrone are permitted to eliminate him.
My thanks to Her Majesty. I will pass these good tidings on to Sandrone.
Her Majesty has also declared that she will refrain from launching an attack on the now evacuated Nodcry due to the presence of unretrieved research material.
Que não lançará ataque contra Nodcry evacuada devido à presença de materiais de pesquisa ainda não recuperados. Ainda bem, né?
By the way, how's my old partner doing? I'm assuming they're with you?
Como meu velho parceiro está?
Partner? You mean the I'm afraid I have bad news. He was captured after our failed assault in Dottore's lab. His—
What? Why? Since when does Dottore have a bone—
That is indeed the question. I'm not sure he does. He must—
This won't do. I have to rescue him.
You can't. We have no idea where the Traveler is.
What am I supposed to do then? Stand here twiddling my—
Sandrone is working on it. The best thing you can do right now is complete your mission.
Fine. I guess I'll leave this—
One last thing. Tell the Rooster to get the message out to the gods and citizens of every nation in Teyvat. Beware. An uncontrollable pollution is spreading forth from Nodcry. The source of that pollution is a madman drunk on the success of his experiments. The Fatui and our allies will endeavor— However, if Nodcry falls, considering Dottore is one of our own, all Fatui stationed in Nodcry consider it our duty to stay and fight him to the bitter end.
Hey, don't be too pessimistic. If it comes to it, I'm sure Her Majesty—
I hope you're right.
Caraca, olha isso, velho. Nossa senhora.
You're right on time.
Thanks. Hey, do you think I'll get that gliding exam? I made sure I was on my best behavior in Mondstadt. I landed well outside the city and—
I'll help you apply, don't worry. For now, let's see what we have here.
What are the Doctor's energy fields even made from? The usual attract and repel principles that govern Kuvaki—
They are very mysterious. But ultimately, they appear to be comprised of— Thanks to research by Master and the Hexen Circle, we know that Teyvat's 7 elements are derived from the more primordial power of the Light Realm, which is antagonistic with the power of the— Since you have the power of the Dragon Durin within you, I'm sure you can already tell that this energy field contains no abyssal energy.
That's true. It's not abyssal energy, it's something pure—
I've been thinking about something. Do you still remember the device that Dory supplied from the Academia? When you and Miss Cullum— That was one of the most marvelous feats of ingenuity I've ever seen. The design, the craftsmanship, the material, not to mention the operating principles. Surely the most ingenious feature of all. Dory didn't go into detail on how it functions. The clue was that Miss Columbina was somehow able to use the pyro energy that you provided. Despite the fact that, as a moon, now, all elemental energy is, of course, derived from light realm energy. This presumes a theoretical model of the 7 elements akin to that of light refracted through a prism. I almost wonder if the idea for the device was conceived based on direct observations of said. It is at once a masterwork of engineering and a groundbreaking application of the Academia's later. I suspect only Lesser Lord Kusanali heard. But back to the energy field before us. If this is pure light realm energy, its relation to elemental energy is one of. Could this mean that elemental energy can dilute the power of the.
Should we give it a try?
We should.
Acontece nada, que barreira.
It works!
Clear signs of disruption were detected at the periphery of the energy field.
Ah não, rachou.
This indicates that elemental energy can disturb or even negate the field. Now you try.
All right. It's worked.
Switch to abyssal energy and attack again. No surprises there. Abyssal power drains the energy field to a significantly greater extent. I now feel confident in asserting that the energy field is indeed pure light realm energy.
But the energy field is huge. How much elemental energy will it take?
We don't have to neutralize it completely. We can try other. That's all for theory. Would you like to continue watching?
So you knew I was here.
Huh? When did you get here?
A while ago. But Albedo sounded like he was working on his thesis defense back there. Back in Sumeru. You can end a person's whole—
Very thoughtful of you. I'm truly touched. Could I—
With what?
A little test. Try using Animo to unleash a concentrated assault with circular blades, with the goal of breaking through at a singular point.
Nice! This time it tore through the field.
Tremendous.
Should we go through?
We probably shouldn't risk having mutually antagonistic energies in such close proximity. Durin, you stay here and watch the entrance. Hat Guy and I will go in.
Sounds sensible to me.
Don't worry, I got this. You two be careful in there. Just give me the signal if you need help, and I'll dive right—
What do you mean, signal?
It's based on a new alchemical concoction I developed last month. When 2 bottles of it are smashed on the ground together, they emit a blinding burst of light.
Glad I asked. Thanks for the heads up.
Tá. Entrei no campo de energia. Caraca, que bagulho absurdo. Ó. Nossa senhora. Caraca, cara, que loucura.
Like I thought. Beyond a certain distance, we can't see the opening where we came in. Maybe that's to prevent people from escaping.
Sounds like Dottore style to me.
Come into being!
Not much has changed. Things are basically the same here as they were before the energy field appeared.
They have no heartbeat and they're not breathing. We can only assume they're dead. Also, there's an animal squatting next to each body.
It's watching us? That's not an animal's gaze.
What are you trying to tell us?
Doesn't seem eager to talk. I guess maybe it's just an animal after all.
Let's keep looking around.
Olha, cara, um lagartixinho.
Live! Upon the gale.
Caraca, todo mundo virou bicho.
Same situation everywhere. Not a living soul in sight.
Well, I think we can safely rule out the possibility that they're all pets.
Is skirting around the topic your way of showing consideration for other people's feelings?
Just being cautious. I don't doubt that you can handle the truth.
Behold! Careful.
Please. Help us. Please.
Over there. I hear a voice.
Please.
What happened here?
I don't know. Suddenly, I still have some of my senses.
It looks like there's a huge experiment going on inside this energy. Maybe each energy field is its own giant experiment.
He's swapping human minds with those of animals. Even without the other circumstances. Those people may have lost their sense of selves, but they are not fully animals either. If they were, they would have left. But instead, they're
We should go. No sense in sticking around here longer than we need to.
Agreed.
Cara.
The wind rises. Behold!
Esse bichinho aqui.
Search for it. Huh.
Ah, you're back.
We saw some things that take a strong stomach. Otherwise, we're fine.
We should share our findings with the others.
Dudu.
Yes? Who is it?
Miss Nefer, it's me. We found a way to break through the energy fields. With enough control. It's possible. Also, we managed to take a look inside. Dottore is carrying out his cruel experiments on an immense scale.
Sounds like he's living down to our expectations.
Might I ask how things are proceeding on your end?
I'm just about to get started. I'll be in touch once I have a result.
Understood.
I will.
Well, Nefer, I'll link up with you once my tasks are...
What makes you think I'd need you to...
I'll need it. And considering the way you approach certain matters, I think you'll be better.
Let's begin. Entering simulation mode. A vast wasteland. I was expecting something more... Wait.
What are you looking at? In that case, I'll look... I want to know all about everything you've seen and experienced. Is there somewhere I should return to? Or I don't dislike my current life. Roaming the land, fighting battles, accomplishing missions, earning a living, looking after Paimon. It's not so bad. I guess the only thing that's missing is that you're not here.
This is the conscious layer, which contains a person's true feelings.
I suppose anyone who lives long enough ends up wishing for someone who can't be there. Maybe it's the only way we can feel truly alive.
Time to delve a little deeper.
Nasha Town is hardly the optimal choice for a place to live, but it has character and a reasonable population density.
What are you trying to say?
Oh, don't be nervous. I was just thinking where might make a good starting point for your journey. Perhaps I should send you further afield. Conria, perhaps.
Conria ceased to exist long ago.
Once again, you fail to understand the possibilities that the Tri-Lune create. You simply do not wish to see that happen. That might be because you miss your sibling and fear getting answers that you are not ready to learn.
Caraca.
But this is not. If we are to collaborate, we need to maintain an amicable relationship. In a moment, you will...
Oh, no.
Eita.
What are you...
No.
What are you gonna do?
Don't move. Something unwanted has crept into... Oh? Gone as quickly as it came.
Quase, tia.
Did you save me?
If I hadn't cut the connection, Dottore might have caught you from the other side and destroyed you. This was a good idea, but once is plenty. You were exceptionally brave.
Thanks, but now's not the time for that.
Hello, será?
Albedo speaking.
I think I know where he is.
What is this endless darkness? I can't see anything. Even though my eyes... What happened?
Ah, sorry about that. I take it you didn't notice. Just now, a friend of yours took a little...
Could it be Nefer? How did she do it? Did she use some...
Do you think she's aware of your current circumstances? Oh dear. Have I stunned you into silence? I only wanted to slow down your time a little so I could stop your intruder in her tracks. It would have been nice. I must say, I'm finding the ability to adjust the flow of time rather intriguing. The moment you closed your eyes, time seemed to grow impossibly viscous, didn't it? A whole month passed before you opened your eyes again, but only for you. No one else was affected. I dare say this is something only a god.
Point taken. You've proven once again that you have God.
Oh, you misunderstand. This wasn't about proving a point. I was testing things out. I only wanted to make you sleep for a short while, but it ended up lasting a whole month. I hope you're not angry with me. It was only a month's discrepancy, nothing too...
You could have frozen me for millions of years. So much for collaboration. You aren't showing much sincerity.
Millions of years? I wonder if you don't understand humans all that well. They are very pragmatic creatures who understand only that which they can perceive with their senses. If I had you sit here for a week, I imagine people might sympathize. But if I left you here for 100, 1,000, or 10,000 years, the sheer size of that number would cause it to lose all meaning to them. They would not have the capacity to comprehend your suffering. And thus, unfortunately, while gods do exist in Tevat, it is ordinary humans that account for their lifespans are so limited, their bodies so fragile. Did you ever really hope that they could begin to understand someone like you? Your long life and unique origins make you fundamentally different from them. How long will it be before they start to treat you like the alien you are? Before you are ostracized, outcast?
Alien?
Even I feel bad for you sometimes. This world has made you into a slave. So many times you have served, you have been treated most unfairly. I can change that. I will grant you special privileges and give you back the status you rightly deserve as a descender.
Eita. Bom dia, você conseguiu o que queria, que era mandar a mensagem. E agora?
I've entered the past 3 times at this point, but I still have so many questions. For instance, beyond each point being further back in time than the last, what determines the specific look so far? The common thread linking all 3 scenarios is that but it's more than that. I know I sensed something familiar around him. What? I'll keep this question in mind as I carry on.
Humans, you never change. Always trying to use powers. Unite.
This looks like Star Sand Shoal. Was this before Rerir regained his physical form?
You've messed with the cannon again, huh? Sorry, but this round's...
The cannon. That's right. I was at Silvermoon Hall and I sensed an abnormal... And right after that, came an ominous power emanating from...
My body was once torn into countless pieces and hurled into the swirling chaos of time.
I wonder if I could try to prevent his resurrection. But how would I do it? What?
Traveler! Behind you! Look at that light!
No, I won't make it in time. He's using the Kuvaki shield, like I taught him. Is he going to use it to block the cannon's beam? He's strong. I'm sure he can manage. But the force released when the beam impacts the shield might lead to collateral damage. Easy Island. The Frost Moon Scions will be exposed to
A question, if I may. Kind Miss Columbina. When the cannon's Kuvaki beam was deflected earlier, I saw several bolts of energy streak toward Hisi Island, only to be blocked. Did you also have a hand in...
Maybe that really was me after all. Well, future me. But I don't know if I have enough power left. There's no time. I have to make it. Oh, Frost Moon. Oh, great land. Oh, slumbering moonlight of... If you can hear me, if you can sense my call, then please, heed me once more! Did it work?
Foi de ralo. Agora deve ter gastado a maior quantidade de poder.
Hey, wake up. Hey, Columbina! I said wake up!
Oh, good.
It's 3 in the afternoon, actually. And could you kindly not use my quarters as your personal nap room, Nick?
But I feel so... And your coffee, right? It's so bitter.
It's like you were raised by wolves in a forest or something. What did you drink growing up? Grass tea?
The Frost Moon Scions certainly led a more frugal...
Then I'll bet you've never eaten one of these before.
It smells delicious.
That's because it's a Fontanian recipe. Rosaline will be here shortly, but if you really can't wait, I guess you can go ahead and... Hey, at least let me finish before you start eating! Or did the rules not apply to you because you're the high and mighty...
These are so tasty.
Of course they are. I made them.
I was worried they might contain traces of machine oil.
What? You know, there's something I've always wanted to ask you. Why did you leave your... I mean, I'm sure their food was awful. But...
Well, Life there didn't go quite how I...
What were you expecting? You're a god. Your fault? Surely you can just answer a few prayers here and there in return for the free food and drink.
Well, would you? The doctor told me that you were created by a great mechanic. Lord something Fisher.
The Lord Artificer.
Oh, Lord Artificer. And didn't he have...
Narcissenkreuz or...
Yes, that was it. Narcissenkreuz Ordo.
You must be joking. I wouldn't go even if they paid me.
Exactly. Well, I felt the same way.
What do you know? In his later years, Alan did ask me if there was anything I wanted to do. If I had any wishes of my own.
Who's Alan?
He was the... You know what? Never mind. You're not gonna remember. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is, let me ask you this. What sort of place would you like to live in, if you could choose?
A place where people don't ask me for things I cannot give them. Where they don't worship me, or fear me, but just want to... I'd also like the freedom to come and go as I please. And ideally, it would be somewhere with the smell of coffee.
Not to burst your bubble, but no such place exists in the world. Now, take your snacks and scram.
Cara, que expulsou a tia na tora, mano. Ignorante.
Did I? Of course. I dreamed of events from my... Sandrone, I miss you all so much back there. I guess I managed to harness all the Kuvaki energy on Hisi Island. But time is flowing backwards here. And I can use that familiar power to add that mystery ally everyone talked about. It was me all along.
Ela estava em todos os locais.
I can sense that there isn't much more power remaining up ahead. What lies at the end of all of this? Will time keep flowing into end? Will I ever find my way back?
Talvez só com as duas recuperadas.
It's getting harder and harder to use my power. I'm no match for the abyss in this state. I need to avoid the contaminated fragments. Time to go. I wonder where I'll find myself this time. The final night cemetery.
Or not? How are we supposed...
Difficult, yes. But it is also our most...
Seems like they're searching for information. Oh, I remember. Was this my doing too?
To expose the true intentions of this Rerir.
Are my actions changing the past? Or are they simply completing a process? Is all of this inevitable? Or am I the one making these decisions? If I choose not to help them now, will it change how things turn out?
Hope we don't land.
They're my friends. I can't not help them.
Ghost!
And the other one was...
Hey! Another file's moving!
That should do it. Luanatar?
Eita.
You can sense... Wait! Luanotar. So she's that familiar she's always been by the Traveler's side. That explains why the Traveler has been there each time I've entered the past. But why Luanotar? Is it because she has a connection to me as the Moon Goddess's familiar? That's... I cannot sense any power up ahead. Just a void. This is likely my final chance to enter the... It's now or never. I have to find a way back. Where's Luanatar? I can't sense her presence this...
Seeing Enefa and Aino reunion...
No. Stay calm. I don't have much power left, think, Columbina. How do I a way back? Do I go back to Moon Prayer? And if I return in my current state, what will become of me? Dottoro's actions that day proved that he'd been planning that for a long time. He had already seized the power of 2 moon marrows before capturing me. Even if I managed to get back, how can I fight against him when he wields the... I can't. If I go back like this, I'll be playing right in... I have to find some way of rivaling the power he has usurped. Wait. Time flowing backwards. Does that mean... I think I know what I must do.
Speaking of homes, we must already be close to where the Frost Moon Scions live. The vibe here feels different. Just like the...
But how do I communicate my plan to my friends? Should I write it down here? No, I need something with a close connection to me. Something I can use as a medium to tell them what's happening.
As flores. Vou mudar de cor. Ou não.
Hey, what was that? I feel like some sort of breeze blew.
It was I who brought Luanatar into being. I gave up a piece of... That's why I could sense a familiar power from the moment I entered this. It also explains why she's been present in every past location that I've entered. Because we have a deep connection.
Hey there!
And the reason why there are no more gates to the past after this point is that Luanatar hadn't been born then. No wonder I sensed the trace of a blessing when we first met. But I still didn't recognize this back then. I was just a little lost dove. I had yet to become...
Go on now. We've got stuff to do. Best you find someone...
Hey, you scared it off.
I'll be counting on you. Remember to stay by the Traveler's side. Oh, and bring him to the garden where the moon prayer blossoms grow. There's a little lost dove. You too. As for mine...
Caraca, velho. Ela mudou tudinho pra gente poder encontrar ela e acontecer tudo aquilo. Que loucura.
How would you like to experience the thrill of never being held accountable for your actions? You could crush people like ants without, believe me, such a life is but one small...
What point is he trying to make? Freedom? But why would you offer me that?
The creation of a world is the ultimate scientific experiment. I have taken my research to the highest level, where I shall be not just a god, but also a servant to many sacred... A god's laboratory is the perfect playground. But it needs the right occupant to mortals are found everywhere one looks. Not...
So the condition for entering the new world is to take innocent lives. And the same dilemma that Rerir once faced. Could I really bring myself to kill others for my own benefit? Rerir did. And look...
Have you made up your...
I can't... Your playground is no place for me. You're putting your hopes in the wrong person. But we both know I'm not quite the hero you say I am either. I have my own reasons for the journey I'm on. And they aren't all selfless.
You've grown a lot since we last met. But there are still things you are unwilling to compromise on. This will only... Why don't I lower my requirements a little as a gesture of goodwill? I'll give you a little time to learn to be a less noble soul. That'll make things much easier.
I really doubt I could live that sort of life.
And yet you already sound less defiant than a moment ago. The benefits appeal to you because you can read the signs of the times. Why don't we return to my research facility? Your last visit was so rushed. There is much that I have yet... Now to that question,
Heroes don't attack from behind. Guess I'm no hero.
This is most disappointing. Now then. A new face. Interesting.
Caraca, conseguiu salvar nós, mano. Caraca, MVP. O cara do chapéu é incrível. Nossa, que cutscene incrível.
You're still gonna call me Hack Guy after that, huh? I didn't see anyone else in there who needed saving. It's nothing. I'll be fine. Why are you looking at me like that? Is it that shocking that I'd come to your rescue? I owed you a favor back in Sumeru. Now we're even. Distracting Dotori was tough. I won't lie. He's not gonna fall for the same trick twice. That was my one shot. I'd hoped to use it. I never wanted to obliterate someone. Dotori doesn't recognize me. But his segments were originally made based on an analysis of my operational principles. I expect it's only a matter of time before he figures out what I am.
Exatamente, que ele falou novo rosto
So
interessante.
Dotori doesn't recognize Wanderer because he deleted himself from Irminsul.
Olha aí.
Did he really miss his only chance for revenge by saving me?
Why the long face? Hey, I'm not complaining either. Rescuing you and killing Dottore, everyone would be pretty stuck without you.
How are you holding up? Hat Guy said to put safety first, so we agreed to run as far away as we could after leaving the energy field.
You don't look injured. It seems that Dottore didn't...
All right. Rescue up. There's a lot more work to be done before this is over.
Operação Resgate deu tudo certo. Agora vamos, né? Lua verdadeira. Atueito aberto. Nossa senhora, todo mundo aqui. Fomos resgatados. Encontrou a maneira de virar o jogo.
Understood. I don't see what's so awesome about it, though. Does he really think everyone else is...
I thought you might say that. How's your progress?
Quite promising, actually. That remember how I asked you to look up some files for me? That stuff on the Nazi-Kreuz Institute. René de Petrichor and Jakob Ingold. Alain Guillotin despised René's theories and methods, but he never managed to come up with...
I thought Alain was like a father to you. He and René were mortal enemies, were they not?
And? What would you say if Lenny and his friends one day learned something useful from someone you utterly detested?
I would applaud them for it. That would mean that they have surpassed me.
For all we know, Alain Guillotin might have thought the same thing. Not that it matters, though. He's dead, and I'm alive. Once you die, it doesn't matter how great you were in life. Only the living get to decide what happened.
Hey, come on out. They're back.
Huh?
Boa.
You're back? And your head's still screwed on? And you still have all your...
What does it look like? Way to keep your composure, madam.
Excuse you. I am perfectly composed.
Glad you're okay. Yes, it's a huge relief.
Worry? Oh, yeah, right. You think we, the Fatui, were...
We were worried sick.
Hey!
The Traveler and I were already friends. You are free to join this mission in whatever capacity you please. Much like your tea parties.
Vai tomando.
It's a laugh a minute with you guys.
I must say, I was quite surprised when Mr. Albedo told me he would need no additional aid.
We discussed this on our way back as well. I am rarely so unequivocal, but in this case, we had full confidence in Hat Guy.
He said he knew what he was doing. Albedo and I pretty much had to just wait outside on standby. Meanwhile, Hat Guy broke into the energy.
You didn't have to mention that.
Well, I'm thoroughly impressed. You are a force...
Is he back? Is he really back? Traveler! It's really you! Oh, thank goodness!
You can finally breathe easy, Paimon.
It's great to have you back in one piece! Oh. Paimon's been having nightmares the whole time you were gone!
Look at them. You know, once you reach my age, there's nothing better than what...
It's nothing. Same goes when you get to my age, too. I bet Ino and Anefa would be tearing up as well if they were here.
Varka, I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, good point. Hey, your eyes are looking a little red and puffy.
What? Ew, no. No, thank you. You're not my dad, okay?
Everyone, I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused you. But the silver lining is, while I was being held captive, I learned a lot about Dottore's current capabilities.
Nossa, é muita coisa, hein? Dá uma cortada
The
nisso
three
aí,
moon
galera.
goddesses were even more powerful than we imagined. No wonder Dottore believes himself to be equal to the gods. Maybe even superior.
Utter blasphemy.
While everyone was gone, Nefer and I made an interesting discovery. And I believe Miss Sandrone has something to share too.
Called it. Getting rid of a pesky troublemaker like her is like trying to clean up after a crumbly cake. It always comes back to haunt you.
Our next step.
A place where time flows backwards, with no destination in sight. Surely it must have been created for a specific purpose. But I fear the answers are buried deep into Vat's history, held by great powers beyond our reach.
It sounds like she's on a specific path through time, just traveling in the opposite direction to us. The question is, where does that path lead? Or will it keep...
We considered that question as well.
Indeed not. Every road has an end.
Nicole! You sure loved quietly sneaking in mid-conversation.
I do, in fact. It's something I've always done at our mages' tea parties. Quiet, mysterious, and persuasive. You wonder what lies at the end of her road. Well, just as the world has a beginning and an end, so too does time. And so, the end of the road is the moment that But where Miss Columbina will end up along this road, that depends on where this particular river of reverse time began.
What about the original moons and the moon goddesses? Do they have a beginning too?
All things do. In the beginning, no moons adorned the sky. It was the Dragon King Nibelung who raised the 3 moons into the heavens, and thus were the moon. They were shadows of the planet, born to wield Nibelung's authority and oversee the world on his behalf. They were but then one day, they disappeared just as suddenly as they had.
E lá vamos nós.
Like I thought. No more paths back to reality but how can I be sure that I'm going the right way without scenes from reality to keep me on track? I can't even be sure of how long I've been walking for. The further I travel, the less stable this space becomes. There are even moments where they can just materialize out of thin air.
Whoa. Hey.
Is that the Ray here of Solnari? I can't believe he survived. How did he do it?
Então se ele sobreviveu, a esposa dele sobreviveu também, ué.
You are the moon goddess. But... Please, there's no need.
I find that a little difficult to believe.
Yeah, the way you used my own power against me was... It was a brilliant strategy. And then, in the final moment before I was thrown into this space, I got to see an old friend.
Mr. Dainsleif.
Exatamente.
Right. It was so... When I first got here, I was filled with hate. How I cursed and devoured. I tore everything here apart. I was but to no avail. This is the second time I've entered this space. Though I have no memory of the first. I was torn to shreds the moment I entered. But this time I survived. It must be partly because of this new body.
Are you the source of the abyssal power in here?
Not all of it. Some is from when I first arrived here and tried to destroy everything. But there was already a degree of abyssal power here before I entered. And like a venomous snake baking in the merciless sun, it tried to slither.
Tried to?
Yes. Because after that, the world suddenly became...
What do you mean?
The voices in my head. And then... I saw her.
Olha aí, rapaz.
Thelindis. My former lover.
Never mentioned that she saw a memory of Thelindis leaping into the moon.
More precisely, I saw her after image. I'm sure the real her is long gone. She was just an ordinary Conrian. She couldn't have survived here for very long. Anyway, why have you come here?
If I hadn't escaped through the moon gate, my friends would have been in...
Oh, I see. Because of your power.
What?
You'd like to know how I know. The one who resurrected me said so. I could hear a deep lust for... Dottore. So that's what he's called. He'd been collecting fragments of my body for a long time. Also that he could resurrect me at the moment of his choosing. I had no interest in his research. But being as corroded by the abyss as I was, we were aligned as far as hunting the moons and recovering my strength were concerned.
So that's why the Wild Hunt suddenly became so active in Nodcry. When I left the Fatui in my weakened state.
Moon Goddess? Could I?
What?
I know this is a lot to ask. Especially from someone who tried to kill you. But this is the only thing I desire now.
What do you want?
I'd like you to take a message to Thelindis for me.
Thelindis? But...
Yes, she's dead. But like I said, I saw her after image. I can sense that some part of her soul remains here. Far...
Why don't you go and speak to her yourself?
I can't. I don't know why, but all I can see is a glimpse of her walking away. Just like the moment when I last. In return, I will clear these abyssal obstacles for you. No, not in return. I'll clear them for you. Yeah. Why, indeed. I've been asking myself that question a lot. I'm tired of it all. Tired of the person I became. I think I grew tired of it long ago.
What do you...
All of it.
Is it okay if I give her the abridged version? Like the part where you relentlessly tried to kill us?
It's up to you. Love demands honesty. We hid too much from each other. But after living my whole life in the shadows, I don't... There. The abyss will no longer stand in your way.
Even though Mr. Dainsliff felt he had to fight you, I think he still regarded you as a friend. He said that you betrayed him, but he also felt great remorse at never having understood.
Why? Tell me.
Because if he'd known that someone could take a message to you, I believe that's what he would have said.
I know this will sound strange coming from me, but don't die, Moon.
Olha aí, velho, quem diria? O cara se arrependeu.
He kept his word. The abyss is no longer obstructing my path.
Agora. Salve, minha querida. Preciso botar papo com você.
Is that Thelindis? She wasn't far off at all. And hello, Miss Thelindis.
Who are you? How do you know my name?
You can call me Columbina. I promised Rerir that I'd bring...
Rerir? My Rerir? Is he well?
He's doing better.
Better than he was, huh? Sounds like he's...
Others have had a rough time on his account too. In many cases. And I'm not just talking about the children of the Crimson Moon.
So, things got worse before they got better.
Are you sure you wish to know?
Yes. This is my opportunity to learn the truth.
I admire your courage. However, time is short.
Caraca.
Ryrir had seeds of hatred in his heart. And many people, but in the end, he came to regret his mistake. Beyond that, he did not say specifically what it was he wished to convey to you, but I'm sure that you've always been on his mind. You are what has kept him going over all these years.
I'm sorry, Miss Columbina.
It's all right. Well, that's everything.
Wait. Time flows backwards here. The road ahead only leads further.
I know. I intend to reach the end of the...
Without a moon marrow, without the 3 moons' power, you won't make it far. Wait, unless... Are you...
You could say that.
I see. I often think to myself, if life is like a train ride, why haven't I reached the terminus? And it's not just me, it's this whole place. Wherever it is, it seems like it's existed forever. I must seem so ridiculous. I can't answer these basic questions, and yet I jumped right in here without hesitating, only to be torn apart the moment I entered by powerful energy currents. Thinking back, I was suddenly overcome with fear and terror in that moment. Perhaps I too became I used to be a researcher at the Universitas Magistrorum in Conria, researching the iridescent moon's marrow. Eventually, I came to the conclusion that Timon Ryrir was one of the Vinster King's retainers. With me, I wanted to help him escape his lot in life. I wanted him to be happy. So at the time, I thought I could just go back to the day that the Vinster King first found. It was only after meeting the princess that the Vinster King started going too far with his research into the abyss. That was the day all of our woes began. I thought I could stop.
I couldn't kill the Vinster King himself, so I had to find another way to save Ryrir. That's why I wanted to go back. To kill.
I'm sure it was a futile endeavor, but the abyss probably enhances the basest human desires. So I naively hoped, but I was simply too weak. Like a speck of dust against the... I know I'm never getting out of here, but you're different. You can make it, and I want to help you.
How do you plan to help me?
Have you noticed the golden energy that exists here? Based on my past research and my observations since coming here, I believe they carry you forward faster. I can share what I've learned, and help you understand the pattern in which this energy appears.
Olha aí, velho, te ajudando nós.
I think you just might... Now, I know you will be able to change the... Also, I've been speculating about where this phase ends. The documentation was scanned, but from what I know of the legends about the moons, I have no way of verifying any of it by this point. But if it's true, you might be able to reach that era if you keep walking.
Understood. Thank you, Miss Thelindis.
I'm the one who should be thanking you. If you hadn't entered this realm of everlasting death, what use would my deductions be? Thanks to you, they have some meaning. About Ryrir,
It wasn't your...
That's not true. Because we both feared bringing trouble upon each other. Neither of us ever told the truth. But enough about that. I wish you a safe...
Vamos sair, galera. Finalmente.
And may the outside world never have to experience pain like this again. Ryrir, you're there, aren't you? I cannot see you, because you exist in the future. I expect we'll be trapped in this prison of space-time for all eternity. But please, gaze upon the past, and then sit for a while. Let's find a place to sit down together, just like we did when we first met.
Caraca.
How long have I been walking? How much further till I reach the end? Is there even an end to be found? Everything's getting blurry. Are you all right, little sister? Have you come from the distant future?
Rapaz, familiares, né?
So, how exactly did the moons just disappear? Shouldn't it be a little harder to get rid of me?
The world is a vast and ancient place. On a certain scale, all life
Miss Nicole explained that the moon goddesses likely perished in the War of Funerary Flame. The moons themselves were also destroyed at that time. Save...
Am I missing something then? 'Cause the stories say that the moon goddesses were born on...
Huh, you're right!
Why do their birthplaces differ? What's the difference between the two?
Also, remember what Sandrone said? Her scans detected 4 moons. In other words, 4 moon marrows.
Technically, the result of the scan means that 4 moon marrows were detected and positively... In other words, this piece of information alone isn't enough for us to know how Miss Columbina is doing right now.
Yep. We have no way of staying up to date on whether she's dead or alive. She's on her own for now.
But at least she's trying her best to get back to us.
Yeah. She's a tough cookie. And a sore loser, too. We have to try. As much as it pains me to say it, we've got no chance of beating Dottore in a straight-up fight. He's much too powerful. It wouldn't even be close. That maniac is going to devour everything in his path until he reaches us. We need to find someone, or something that can stop him before he does anything worse. I'll be frank. Our only hope of defeating this false god is with a real moon goddess on our side. I'm not just saying this because Columbina's a friend, and I know that even she was no match for him when he attacked, but...
We're not giving up on saving her, whether she can defeat Dottore or not.
Right. Don't worry, Miss Sandrone. We're all aligned on saving Columbina.
No one's trying to argue that we can only justify saving our friend because it will help save the world. This is about multitasking.
So... she's more than just a moon goddess to you?
Absolutely.
Duh! She's part of the gang! And you are too, you know.
Yes, I know. You don't need to labor the point. I knew that the moment I came running over with my documents that I was part of the... Anyway, as for how we get Columbina back, I've been working on it constantly. But I think I'm still lacking certain information. I'd probably get there if I could continue my calculations, but the problem is, I've run out...
Computing power? You mean, you need more energy?
No, the issue isn't energy, it's processing power. There's so much data to get through that the whole process has just ground to a halt.
That's a tricky problem.
René de Petrichor of the Nazissenkreuz Ordo once foretold the fate of the world. But I don't know how he did it. However, that won't work for me. His methodology was vastly different from my own. What's worse, they're incompatible. And, to top it all off, we can't even leave Nodcry. Ugh, this is so annoying. If I'd known we'd run into a bottleneck like this... Well, no, the design bureau's a bust as well. Curse?
Oh, what do we do then? How about...
You You don't get it, do you? I'm trying to calculate the fate of an entire world here, and I need accurate results, not vague prophecies. Where the heck am I gonna find the computing power for that? Ahem. Anyway, time to shelve the discussion on technical difficulties. Being a killjoy isn't very ladylike, after all.
Either way, we've done what we can. Rest well,
Hat guy? Is he hinting that we should talk outside?
Let's go somewhere a little more.
Bora lá. Será que ele tem plano para enfrentar o Dory de novo?
You know that Dory went back to Sumeru, right?
Yeah, she mentioned she was...
Things aren't looking good for Nodcry. She's gone to spread the word so that Sumeru has a chance to prepare for the worst. From what I know of Dottore, there are two possible reasons why he hasn't made a move yet. One is that he's still working through some kinks in his new powers. The other is, he'll easily devour everything eventually. So I guess he's in no rush to make it happen. The first false god he made was me. Now it's his turn. Even though my records were erased from Irminsul, Dottore's ideas haven't changed one bit. He once told me that becoming a god was like turning yourself into a hungry wolf or giant serpent to devour the moon. Clearly, he began studying the moon goddess's powers long before. He's always wanted to get his greedy hands on divine authority one way or another. In the desert of Sumeru, there is a chessboard built by King Deshret, also known as Al-Ahmar. I don't know if it was a real game, or if he was just trying to challenge his servants and but creating games and setting rules. Gods do that as a matter of course. Now he has the Trilunar Authority. His power is leagues beyond the common people. I don't think there's any point in other nations rushing to the front line. They're better off focusing on defense. Either way, Dory will inform Lesser Lord Kusanali, and she will contact the other gods in turn. The Seven will have some recourse available. If nothing else, their protection should keep the rest of the world from descending into chaos as quickly as Nodcry has. So on the bright side, even if Nodcry is doomed, your friends in other nations won't be in any immediate peril.
That's good to know. But I'm not ready to give up on Nodcry yet.
There's a word for people who refuse to let anything go.
Maybe it sounds greedy to you, and probably naive too. But whatever, battles are fleeting, but the will to fight is a long-term commitment. Give up for even a moment?
Why do you always feel the need to do the right thing? No one is born to be a savior. I mean, who's gonna criticize you if you fail or give up?
Don't take this the wrong way, but Dottore said something similar to me. I guess the Fatui attracts people who don't believe in...
Not necessarily. It's less about belief for me. I just want to know how determined you really are. After all, I don't owe anything to anyone else here.
You look kinda worried.
If your arch-nemesis was about to achieve their ultimate goal, I think you might feel a little worried too.
That's true. Dottore is about to become an omniscient, omnipotent... Still, you're calmer than I expected.
Obviously, I have to admit that my past self was a reckless fool who misunderstood not only the point of revenge, but how to achieve it. And as much as I want my vengeance, I know I'm not gonna get it by acting alone. If the world's taught me anything... Too bad it never taught me any other virtues, though. So... I am going to destroy Dottore, no matter what it takes.
So, what's your plan?
I'll get to that. First, tell me.
Just like Paimon said, she's a friend.
How much do you trust her? This is a serious question. Think carefully before...
Although she's with the Fatui, she has her own values, and she's helped us a lot. If nothing else, she's clearly going the extra mile for Colin. I see no reason not to trust her.
If you say so. In that case, the three of us need to talk. I have some thoughts about her computing problem. It can be solved. But
how much? If I can afford it, I'll cover it.
Sometimes your heroism really backs me into a... Come on, let's go talk to her.
Ok, fale com a marionete, está dentro da casa, né? Caraca, mano. Nossa, muita coisa, velho. No fim de tudo isso, vai acabar acontecendo uma grande luta. Vou terminar isso aqui. Meu duro contra a galera. Conseguiu alguma coisa melhor? Não, né? Derrota. Tem o CP para pegar aqui, mas também tem muita coisa no meio do caminho. Eu vou deixar para depois fazer a missão. Eu vou conseguir muita coisa já. A forma do artefato. E... calma aí. Melhorar isso aqui, também deu pra furina. Tá. Essa coisa aqui por enquanto. Precisando para o que? As habilidades de você, você também. Pegar logo aqui.
Thank you for inviting me to join you.
Can't sleep? Let's go for a walk then.
Need something taken care of?
Bora.
The night is cold. Yoo-hoo! Let my name echo in some...
Justice is blindsided. The tides beckon. An oversight on my part.
One person is far too slow. Ramming speed.
Strike a pose.
Yes, this is more like it.
Aquele processo.
Don't be scared. Not now.
Merciless.
Settle down.
Into the void. Merciless.
The night is cold. Shower me with praise.
Be sanctified.
You Queen should present a united front.
Bow your head.
My guiding stars. Cold.
Fearless. And never star goes out.
Yoo-hoo!
Tá, galera.
Time to shine.
Silence! Let the mighty be humbled!
Yeah!
The Symphony of Cannon Fire!
Merciless. Strike a pose!
Stars, shine for me. Not now.
It is time to slay our foes with one almighty
This calls for some
strike!
pomp and ceremony. Good lord,
I've
forgetting
lost
your
my
lines.
Where were we?
My guiding stars. Oh, my
Oh, this is all getting rather dreary.
Allow me, my darling. The tides beckon. Ow! A little too toasty. Silence.
Not now.
Our performance has yet to conclude.
Settle down. I dance for you, my dear.
Never star goes out!
Oh, this is all getting rather dreary.
Allow me, darling. Silence. Let the mighty be humbled. A little too toasty.
And now, a towering return to form!
Paradigm shift!
The night is cold.
Oh no! Settle down. Sorry, my dear.
Don't be scared.
Shower me with... Fearless.
The curtain call has arrived.
Finalizado. É, não vai para isso que eu queria. Mas tinha coisinhas boas, hein? Pode servir e pelo menos vai vir coisa pra eu fazer mais. Então tá ótimo. Beleza, só tem as missãozinhas secret pra fazer. Secret não secundária, né? Missãozinha secundária. Negócio de foto aqui pra tirar. Belezura. Quando eu vejo isso. Bichezão, velho. Nossa senhora, muita coisa. Ainda pra continuar.